Alright, welcome to Unit 2.6 practice sheet. This is literal equations, multiple variables, right? It's going to tell you what variable it wants you to solve for. All you have to do is manipulate the equation until this variable is all by itself. Now, feel free to pause and work ahead of me. Pause, unpause, pause, unpause. That way you can see if you're doing it right. When you're comfortable, you can work ahead of me. Alright, so D equals 2R, we're solving for R. So, in the way is this times 2, so we're going to divide by 2. R equals D over 2. Solve for R again. Right? I underline it to remind myself what I'm solving for, what I'm isolating. In the way is this 2 times pi, so divide by 2 times pi. So R equals C over 2 times pi. Again, R, I know, PRT. This is I equals P times R times T, right? When the variables are touching like that, when they're mashed together like that, it implies multiplication, right? So because I know that this P times R times T, right, I can divide by PT, and I'm left with R equals investment over principal and time. They're multiplying. I use the inverse, division. I'm basically just manipulating the equation. Remember, yes, you have to do all of them. Yes, I will be checking. Yes, these are the questions that will be on the quizzes self-check so that you can go in and make sure you have the right answers before you take the mastery check. Solve for A. Ooh, this one's going to be interesting. Alright, so first I got to get rid of this T. Remember, because the big divider bar means there's invisible parentheses, right? That means I have to deal with this first. Alright, to get rid of that T, I am going to multiply both sides by T. So now it's PT equals 100A. We're solving for A, so divide by 100. So A equals PT over 100. All I'm using is the inverse property to manipulate. Y equals mx plus b. We'll get there. Solve for m. M is your slope. Slope is how steep your line is on a grid, on a coordinate plane. Right? Slope is how steep it is. Right? If the line goes up straight up and down like this almost, that's very steep. It's going to have a high slope. If it goes low like this and it barely has a slope, this is going to have a low slope, right? Just for the future. Alright, so we're solving for m. Get rid of the constant first. That's the one of here, right? Right now it's a constant because there's no multiplication or division implied anywhere around here. Right now it's a plus b, so we're going to subtract b from both sides. Y minus b equals m times x. We're solving for m, so divide by x. So m equals y minus b over x. We need to get in the habit of putting a box or a circle around our answer. Otherwise, I don't know what your final answer is. I forget sometimes, but you need to remember to do it. And last one, solve for y. Whew, this is going to be interesting. All right, we've got to get rid of this first. right? We'll deal with that last. So it's a positive 3x, so we're going to subtract 3x. So w minus 3x equals 7y. We're solving for y, so let's divide everything by 7. Y equals w minus 3x over 7. Right? We're just manipulating it. We're rearranging. We're getting the variable, our chosen variable, all by itself. That's all we're doing. Alright, work the even ones. Take your time. Go in and do the quizzes. Quick check, self-check, just to see if your answers are right. And then remember, take the practice sheet with you to the mastery wall to do your mastery check.